Okay, chaps and chapesses, welcome back to another NRG, and this time we are revisiting an old classic, Dizzy, the Ultimate Cartoon Adventure, but this time, not one of the versions on the old 8-bits, this is the remake for the PC. So we have updated graphics and a new soundtrack, lots of lovely scrolling instead of flick screen, and this was done by Crystal Fusion in 2004, obviously based off the Oliver Twins classic, and off we go. And the game itself is near enough identical. The objective of the game is exactly the same: create the potion to destroy the evil wizard Zax. But this time we have lots of, really lovely parallax scrolling there in the background. Go, grease gun on there. This time we go in the minecart, and all the enemies are in exactly the same positions, the birds and the traps and hazards. The only thing we have additional are the coins. We didn't have coins in the original game. That wasn't a part of the original game, but in this we have these coins you have to collect. I'm not sure if they're significant to the end. They could be, like Treasure Island Dizzy, for instance. Oh, come on, we can get this bird. Some nice little effects like that. It's splatting effects, but the same items in this do exactly the same things as what they did in the original. Like the oh shit, the jumping is a little bit more shorter than I remember. Well, certainly, yes. Dizzy handles differently in this. If you're very used to the first game on the Amstrad, on the Spectrum, there's a lot less rolling around. He plants his feet a lot quicker in certain places. But at the end of the day, the objective is the same, and the difficulty, because of the scrolling, I suppose, and the fact that you can see things before they're there, I suppose the difficulty is a little bit easier than the original game. But there are some issues. For instance, this bit here, there's a little bouncy mushroom toadstool thing there. That wasn't there in the original game, and I think because it scrolls, it can get a little bit distracting sometimes. You don't think it would be like that if it scrolled like the original. If you're very used to playing the original and the way it scrolls, it's like, that's weird. It's weird that it does that. But it is accurate, mostly. I say mostly accurate. There are parts which are significantly different. Not in theme. Here is an example right here. There's so many raindrops there. Much more. They all disappear when you've got the raincoat on, like they did in the original. But there was only like 4 or 5 in the original. There's loads of them there. And bits like this, as you can see, the crystal there is way much more further away from the spider, so that makes that part actually easier to jump, to get past the spider. Oh crap! I bloody forgot. We'll go and get the bird seed. Can't get past them birds. So this bit, you jump over and you'd be right next to the spider in the old game. In this, there's a massive gap. And of course Dizzy doesn't do his extra roll, he plants himself pretty quickly. And this, oh shit, I've done it. I have done it. This is one of the problems that happens. I cannot, for the life of me, now I'm just going to get, Dizzy's just going to get very, very dizzy. Because I can't, I'm stuck. When you jump onto a toadstool in this version of the game, I'm not sure whether this is a bug, but for some reason you can't bounce sideways using a joystick or a joypad. It doesn't work. You have to. I'm going to keep trying for a while, and then I'm just going to know how to get out of it, because you can't. In the old game, when you get bouncing like this, you could just roll out at the bottom or walk away. Yeah, you can't do that. You're just stuck, bouncing up and down like a fool. But if you hit the keys, which I will do in a minute before I bloody give up, because I'm always trying to sort of make, is there a way to work this? You can't press it up, press it sideways, press it down, diagonal. No, it doesn't work. You have to revert to the cursor keys eventually And he will move, Dizzy will move to where you want him to go. Can't even bounce. I'm trying to bounce into the apple there. There we go. So you've just hit the cursor key. That's annoying. It's an annoying bug. I'm not sure if it really is a bug, but it's bloody annoying. Yeah, I'm working off keys. It wouldn't be bad, but using a joypad, pain in the arse. Or a joystick. But anyway, that little bug aside, the rest of it is rather nicely done. It looks lovely. I mean, they haven't gone too far away from the proper Dizzy look. The clouds and the moon in the background, very reminiscent of the little scenes you get in the original game. And Dizzy himself looks really nice, and he pulls some nice sort of cheeky faces. Items, yeah, they're all the same. One item at a time. The scoring is pretty much the same as well. Nice little side animation. Strange enough, the side's border, should I say, with the tree and Dizzy at the top, is actually a lot simpler in this than it was with the Spectrum and Amstrad originals. They were quite detailed. Yes, in a few colours, but they were detailed. This isn't. It's just one boring brown tree. And the music, for me, disappointing. Yes, it's highly produced and very well done. Oh, fucking hell, nearly fell there. But the tune is, it's not Dizzy for me. The tune is very mundane, pretty pedestrian. It's jolly enough, I suppose, but it's not the original Dizzy music, and I want a remastered version of the original Dizzy music, especially if the Amstrad version, would have been absolutely wonderful. Well, the title music and the in-game music is different, which is a bit of a pity. Right, drop the bird seed, kill this bird. Ah, missed him! But it's worth a go, for a Dizzy fan, worth a go. Like I said, it's not as challenging as the originals, probably because, you know, the limitations of the original systems made it challenging. Excuse me, bit of a hiccup there. I have not a hiccup. Got the emerald, which I will use at a later date. The same system of working the game is exactly the same. Just hoard all the items you need in a easy to grab area, like here, and use them as and when you need. But the other slight difference, and what I was talking about there, with the still jumping is very unforgiving. Edge detection still very. You got to get your jump spot on, and I suppose that is a major trait of the Dizzy games. You really do have to get your jump spot on. This is no exception. But there are parts in this which differ greatly, because there are set pieces, set jumping pieces, where you know where you have to be to get the jump right. And they're different in this because there's much more spacing between obstacles, like these crystals, for instance, as an example. And I'm just going to go down, but now I've got the crowbar, I'm going to go down into the underground cave, and it's a good example here. That drop there is far steeper than it was in the original. Shit, I haven't got the raincoat. Oh, damn it, can I get past this? Oh crap, no I couldn't. I wish them raindrops were a bit bigger. They're a bit small. Go and get the raincoat. But coming back up here, this here is different. It's a lot steeper and more long-winded, and it happens in many parts of the game, which is a bit annoying, really. Because you're kind of used to sort of like, oh, I know how to do that bit, and then you can't do it because it doesn't work the same way. And just tell me, you know, that's supposed to be a clover guy. It looks like a potion bottle. It's not the potion bottle. The potion bottle was in the same place. It's in the pit trap area, which thankfully does work in the same way. But it's not bad. It's a pretty good game, and I think we'll leave it there. Just to give you a quick example, and that was Dizzy: The Ultimate Cartoon Adventure, PC version, 2004. Cheers, and Novabug out.